Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone is really well. And today, again, I will talk about the focus and the connection within the heart. And again, I've been having a lot of clients with issues with relationships. So mostly now the videos at the moment are connecting to your heart, to relationships, to issues with your partners, vice versa, is it a female or male, to help you through them. That's not only thing what I do. I do various things, and a part of the healing and intuitive counseling and changing the paradigms for you, which means how to get on the bottom of it and how to find yourself and how to actually rebuild yourself from knowing what the boundaries are, how to rebuild them in a healthy way, who took them off you at the first place, and how to actually work through the mother and the father wounds where we have got, or working through your shadows, because shadows, generally when people come and see me, they're operating within their shadows. So trying to actually work through the shadows, trying to understand what the shadows are, and that's not a healthy way of operating from within, from the shadow, because you need to operate from true authentic you, from that light within him. So again, the most amazing confident thing, instead of a person or instead of the female, because I'm female so I'll say female, but the same applies for men, is that confidence, the radiance, when we're just comfortable in our own skin, when we are authentic, when we are not pretending, when we're not fake when we go out in the world. And that's what is absolutely attractive. And it's attractive to a man, even that he knows, and the females too. Be realistic, we all have got scars. We all have got a story. There is no person who will say, I had a perfect childhood, everything is perfect, I'm absolutely in full control of it. We all have got days when we have got a meltdowns, or when we have a harder days, or not every day can be perfect. And there is days when you're going to wake up and you're not going to feel the best. That's when you have to know how to actually turn around that days. I have got them, everyone has got them. Even as absolutely adore Louise Ho, like, they all have got days like this, but we know how to actually turn them around. That happened to me. I've got my own meltdowns when it just happens and everything goes pear-shaped. What do? I've got a faith, and I know what I need to do in order to sometimes change it or let it flow. And that's why this morning I posted up, be present, be in a moment. It is so important that you're actually being present. But how do we do that? We're actually, from logical brain, you have to go within your heart. And not having expectations, just be in that flow, being that radiant person. And quite often I get always asked this, as when a person doesn't know me and they see me for the first time, they would always say, you look normal. I wouldn't ever expect of you to be a healer, be a counselor, and to actually look and behave normal. And being a mum, like, it's almost like they expect of some kind of a different kind of lady to look alike. I have got this gift inside of me with a healing energy and seeing things what I see since I was a little girl. So for me, that's my gift since I was a little girl. And I don't have to pretend. I don't have to go and enhance it in any way. It's in me. I know it. I own it. I've got it in me. And if somebody, believes it or doesn't believe it, that's their own issue. I know who I am. Absolutely. In a sense, I own myself. I'm in love with myself. I'm focused on myself, because it's just absolutely amazing time what I have got within myself. And that's what I wanted to achieve within yourself. And life gave me some of the horrible things what happened to me, like a war at such a young age, learning to do nursing through the war, seeing what I've seen, and that kind of horrific, some of the things what happened and experiences what I was given in my life, taught me and showed me how to find the light, how to find the love, how to find the confidence, how to find love for the life, and things like that, like that you have to just say to yourself is like, I'm not giving up. There is so much more to life than this. And until that day doesn't come in and my contract doesn't end on earth, I'll be living the life what I'm given. And I wanted that for all the mothers at home. When you look at your children and you see, let's go say, a house is messy, go in that gratitude and love and just go, yep, I love my kids. I understand the house is messy, okay? But go into that gratitude of saying like, at least I have children. There are people who don't have children. Obviously, if it's too messy and things like that, I teach you in the sessions how to organize the spreadsheets, how to teach the children to have got, chores, and learn how to do things around the house. And look at my son, and I had a conversation with him recently. He's in the army. For all of you who don't know, it's almost been a year that he's in the army, serving Australian Army. He chose to go there for his own reasons. But what he learned is from me at home and from my own background is he got a confirmation in the army of the things what I was teaching him. And he goes, Mum, some of the things, it was just a confirmation. And I'm grateful that I had you as a mother to actually show me with the spreadsheets, show him to be proud, to be humble, to be proud of the things what he does. Even when he makes the bed, when he does particular chore, what he had to do in the army and at home, the same thing. He was actually proud, and the corporals would have asked him, are you proud of this, what you've done? Did you achieve this? Absolutely, it's nice to get acknowledgement from your own child and from the army to say, a job well done. What you achieve with your children or with your child. And to see the results, what I'm seeing on him and how mature he is. And how he was not even 18 and he was listening to motivational videos, and he was obviously because I was doing that at home, and he was listening to the speeches, even Arnold Schwarzenegger, and his videos on YouTube about do not ever give up. And this is where I said to him, he came from Austria to America, and everyone was saying like, with that accent, how are you going to be an actor? How are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? And look at him where he is now. Again, with the success, you don't expect of success to happen overnight. A little bit by little bit of putting things together, working through your cause of deep wounding, why you're not succeeding, what's happening within you. Not just like push, I just need the money to get there. Everything will happen with the steps. The same as with the relationships. When I see women and when they don't work on some of their core wounding, they attract the narcissistic men. And I know that because that's exactly what happened to me. So it's like, okay, I pull back and I go like, what do I need to heal that I actually don't have this again? That I actually work through it. But most of the people is like, I will avoid it because they don't want to go within their heart and feel that pain, feel that, a pain, and it's almost like a shame we feel into it, especially with women. And it's like, there is no shame. Work through it, learn it. And that's why I say it's a lesson or it's a blessing. Don't look at it as a negative things, because you have to look at it as like, it came in my life to teach me what do I need to learn. And it's never ever just something so simple as about early attachments. Why do you have got early attachments? What's the reasoning to attract codependent relationships? Why you're not glowing within your heart? Why you're just basically disconnected? And if you're going to enter a relationship, the most attractive thing to men, it's not the body of a woman. It's that light within what she has got. That attractiveness, that she's actually confident within herself. And she's actually truthful and she's honest. She's not, confident just through the outside world, and within herself she's falling apart. She's actually truly embodied with her feminine mind and body together. And she's not ashamed of the stories what she went through in her life, because they taught her a beautiful foundation. And that's exactly what I teach you and going to create groups for females where they're going to be able to openly talk about their problems. I will coach them. I will put the whole structure together and publish that about it. But it's not just to do with the relationships. It's not about just dating. It's about being that confident, beautiful, feminine goddess who you're supposed to be, and not with this shame and guilt and being put on us since we were little girls, you know, from the parents or uncles or society, where they put it on us. The same applies to males. Absolutely same. Because do you not think that they're not struggling too? They're struggling, but in a different way. So for example, is after relationship, women usually get withdrawn and they go and you know, they grieve through their relationship. Men usually kick into the grieving point on the 3rd or 4th month after the relationship is broken, and they go, oh, it's broken. Oh, it actually started to sink in for them. So I understand they go through their processes, but a bit differently than us females. Quite often I get asked, where did I learn some of these things? It is a hard one, because some of the things, yes, I learned from the medical background what I have got, but most of the stuff on a spiritual level of codependencies, early attachments, things that didn't happen. It happened from basically learning through the life experience, hearing what I heard and just putting things together just to make sense. And lots of times it would be that I basically practice and wanted to see what's going to happen, and if I've seen it that it's actually happening, I straight away created almost a structure, and I'm like, but this is a pattern that is happening. And I'm just blessed because I see the patterns in people. And I'm just blessed that the same way as when I look at a person and they know oh, you're scanning me, and I'm technically scanning them because I'm looking at if they have any diseases or issues in their bodies. And I don't have to actually put my hands above the person to be able to do that. But I give them as options as saying well, this could possibly happen, and this is what I'm feeling. There is weaknesses on it. Obviously, always I suggest go and see the medical, you know, to check it over, ultrasound or anything like that, just to make sure that it's nothing in there. But it's absolutely a beautiful confirmation when I get, and I said to females, recently I had it with endometriosis, and I said to them, I think that we've got issues over there. And they went to have got surely ultrasound and have a check, and they had endometriosis. So I'm like, okay, we need to deal with this. But again, when you think about it, why do they have got endometriosis in a uterus? What does that medically represent? But on a spiritual level, on which part she's actually rejecting her femininity, her love for herself, because that has got a lot to do with that. Where is her femininity? Because that's the center of femininity. Why she's rejecting that femininity. I want you to connect to it. The same as I want to connect to men, to them, who they are, not to be that fake, pretentious men. I wanted that real confidence, real, authentic you inside of you. And then you're going to glow, and then you're just going to fly. Love and light to everyone. Enjoy this video for today, and I will talk to you soon.